we're back with another one, and today we're going to be demoing the most important thing when it comes to bass or guitar, and that is IRs and caps, or cap sims, whichever one you want to think about it. And I'm going to be demoing the Sound Labs Ampeg cab preset / pack. It is honestly the best bass cab I've ever had. I've tried a lot, and some were decent. Some I kind of liked how noisy and like staticky they are as like something to have in the background of like my cap presets, but this is honestly the best one. It has the best mid-range, the best low end, the best high frequency. It honestly to me sounds the best and is the easiest for me to mix. I feel like for most people they could probably do a lot better than me because I'm not that great at it, but I do feel like it is a good preset / pack. So today we're going to be doing a mix and multiple playthroughs and showing just how it sounds. So today, to help me with the mix and play through it, I'm going to be using my Ibanez RGB outfitted with EMG X PJ set. I'm also going to be using my Epiphone Explorer bass, and I'm going to just use them both to just blend together in like a quad track. I'm going to be running that into my pedal board, which is right over here. There's too many pedals. I'm not going through that whole thing. Maybe that'll be a video I do if people are interested. And that's running into the front of my Fender Rumble 200. I can line out that into my Scarlett Focusrite 18i8. And we're gonna do a mix with that, some guitar, some drums supplied by Mr. Beats. Link to the drums in the description. Along with check his channel out. He has fantastic drums. They sound really great. They're fun to mix. Fun as hell to mix, honestly. So yeah. And here we go. Alright, so I think that came out pretty good. I feel like that's probably the best mix I've ever done. Honestly, this cab pack / preset is honestly fantastic. It has so many great options that you can honestly choose from. So let's quickly go to the website so I can show what it has available for you and what you can use it with. Alright, so now we're on the ML Sound Labs website. And as you can see, you get a lot. This cab pack is based off of an SVT 410HE 410 bass cabinet. You get multiple presets of an SM57, SM7B, SM58, Royer R21, R121, Sennheiser E906, MD421, Beyerdynamics M160, Neumann K184, and a subkick. The subkick's really good for drop C, and it does tell you what modelers it is compatible with if you run a modeler. So that's that. Now, for those of us who don't run modelers and just use it into IRs, we have some options. So we can use it in multiple sets. You know, they have a 44.1 K hertz to 96 kHz. You have options. You have 16-bit and 24-bit. So you have options on how you want to run this. I've had no problem running it into the STL Tones IR loader, the free one that they have on their website, and I use the Nimbrini Audio IR loader predominantly because you can have 3 IRs at the same time in one preset, so you can get a much better sound. Now, what next we're going to do is we're going to do some playthroughs in drop C, drop D, drop C sharp, and drop A sharp. There will be no post-processing, no compression, none of that stuff. No EQ outside of a high pass, low pass, just so that way it's not too woofy. Unfortunately, my strings are old. I need to change them, but I'm waiting to do that later on for very specific reasons. And we're just going to settle with what we got. So here we go. Here's going to be a playthrough. I'm going to have on screen what I'm using for each one, and you can get a good idea of like what we're like, how it sounds in different contexts and settings depending on your play style and how you like your bass to sound. All right, so that's the video. If you liked it, just make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stick around. I have tons more videos that I plan on doing. Some that you guys might like. Some are more instrument based. Some are more, I guess, mixing and mastering, like just production kind of stuff. Not like I'm like a master at production, but we're figuring it out. And I got tons of basses to go through and plugins, so we got content coming. So as just let me know in the comments which preset was your favorite, and just what do you think of how it sounds? I'm interested to hear your guys' opinions. So just like, comment, subscribe. As I said before, this is the best bass IR pack that you can get, in my honest opinion. Pretty sure somebody's gonna disagree, but that doesn't matter. What does matter is have a good day.